Many nations around the globe loses millions and millions of dollars to fraud and corruption each year. As the country continues to grow in terms of size, economy, and social developments, Samoa is not immune from such challenges. The government, with its anti-corruption integrity agencies, is conscious of such practices and its impact on the country as a whole. With regards to the ACFE report to the nation 2018, stated the most victimized organizations affected by occupational fraud are private and public companies. In handling fraud and corruption within the Samoa government ministries and state-owned enterprises, the controls in place frequently seen as a reactive strategy that does not commence until an incident is discovered. This follows an investigation which is conducted and appropriate disciplinary or other actions taken against employees and external parties involved. In those government agencies, little or no emphasis is placed on proactive fraud and corruption risk management program. This is one of the main purposes for the Samoa Audit Office to set up its Special Audit Unit so that it can take a proactive approach with fighting fraud, abuse, waste, and corruption. Such a great initiative was relevant for a constitutional office as it has a longer reach in terms of accountability and transparency due to the nature of its work.
Tasks conducted by the unit. The Special Audit Unit of the Samoa Audit Office is formed up of certified fraud examiners of the ACFE, a worldwide professional organization fighting against fraud, abuse, and corruption. As of year 2018, 27 members gained full memberships, with 11 currently undertaking the course for the year 2019. The CFE community in Samoa is continually growing, and it's a mixture of different professions: accountants, auditors, legal officers, law enforcement, and so forth. The Special Audit Unit has also set up a Samoa Certified Fraud Examiners Forum, or chapter, to network and seek resources and expertise from ACFE when required. The Special Audit Team takes the following 6 steps approach in the execution of their work. Step 1. Risk profiling and assessment of individuals and organizations. This step collects the preliminary information and data on risk areas of an organization. This includes the assessment of system and key positions that are prone to risk or those in power to make influential decisions. Step 2. Awareness and education activities. Awareness activities aim to keep organization informed of possible reasons or areas that could give rise to special audit investigations. These include cases of fraud, abuse, and corruption. It also provides a public service with the information about the existing agencies that deals with special audit cases and the procedure to go through. In terms of education activities, this includes methods such as pamphlets and trainings provided to organizations and a video aired publicly to educate the public service and the public as a whole on fraud, abuse, and corruption. Early education is vital and should be provided to schools and universities for students gearing up to find employment in the sector. Step 3. Prevention and deterrence activities. At this stage, an organization should be well versed with an understanding of fraud, abuse, and corruption. This step factors prevention and deterrence activities as part of the internal control systems of an organization to avoid issue arises from these areas. This includes implementing fraud manuals and guidelines to prevent fraud and corruptions, and also to stipulate related consequences of breaches. Step 4. Identification and detection activities. With well-established steps 1 to 3, hence defined responsibilities and system processes, a lapse or a red flag should be clearly identified. Detection and identification activities over fraud, abuse, and corruption signals for the lapse in internal controls, thus the areas to allocate more time and resources. Step 5. Investigation activities. This steps deals with the actual execution of an investigation by the audit team arising from an ordinary audit, voluntary complaints, or report by the Board of Directors or CEO. It is however worth to note that there are certain criteria that should be met before conducting a special audit assignment or an investigation. Step 6. Assistance to prosecution activities. As certified fraud examiners, we have the ability to examine data and records, interview suspects to obtain information and confession, write an investigation report, and understand the law relating to fraud, abuse, and corruption. Assistance to the courts through the Attorney General can be provided by CFE team for criminal and civil cases.
The long-term vision of the Special Audit Unit is to set up a National Integrity Office that specializes in conducting investigation in areas specific to fraud, abuse, waste, and corruption. This vision has already been started with the Samoa Integrity Organization Network project, which is made up of the following anti-corruption agencies. Our aim is, by 2024, we should be able to accomplish this goal.